All right, here we are together again. September 25th, 11 o'clock p.m. I'm going to start off tonight's ramble with talk about how I fall asleep with my keyboard. I've newly pasted, or taped rather, some toothpicks, so at night I can reach over. It's easy to find the space bar if I want to stop a video or start it, or an audio. But that little vertical toothpick near the arrow keys is so I can lower the volume. It's always kind of hard to find those keys at night. I don't want to turn the light on. The light is the key with the glob of glow-in-the-dark paint on it between the function and control key. It doesn't really glow in the dark, but I can feel it now. It feels different. Anyway, I got through that pretty fast. Can you hear that clock ticking? I can't. I don't like that at all. Hang on a second there. I'm going to take it off. Maybe you can hear it now. I don't want to hear that while I'm here. It's hard to get... Oh, there we go. It's so unprofessional, but what do you want? What do you want for free? I can't wait for the next picture. The problem with today's video, it's not a problem, it's just a little bit different. I didn't take a lot of pictures today. I stayed inside. I don't know, I could have taken pictures, but I didn't. So, the few pictures I did take, I stretched out. Including this one, it's the last picture I took today. I put first. I should have taken pictures, so I did my laundry today. And, I moved a lot of stuff around in my place, my little space. But I didn't take pictures, whatever. You've seen my space before. I should take some pictures tomorrow, maybe. I saw that today while I was doing the laundry. Because the laundry facility is outdoors. It's underneath, structure, but probably, so it's outdoors, but it could be pouring rain and still be dry. Not that you would do your laundry in the pouring rain, but, I got to walk about a minute. So I saw this. I took a picture of it. It's a long time that the picture's going to be on. And then there's another picture. And there's a video that I slowed down. Because like I said, I didn't take any pictures. And then I did a video or a picture of what I'm listening to on YouTube. And I'm going to talk about that too. That's towards the end. Trying to think though, is there anything else? After I did after that was I got some old pictures I found deep in the bowels of my iPad, not in the regular where all the photos are. It's somewhere like in like the files and stuff, and somehow there's photos stored in iMovie, whatever. So I got some old pictures from 2018 where I used to live, taking a walk. I'm getting ahead of myself though. But I have a lot of time to kill, because there's not that many pictures. So, what do you think of these things? What do you think of these? I'm going to put this as the thumbnail. To make these thumbnails, I've been going into this app that I found, and I choose the same font and all. And I put them on a picture, and then I upload them. Whatever. Like, you needed to know how I do a thumbnail. But I'm going to choose one of these two pictures. Probably. And I use the blast filter whenever I do the iMovies. I like the color change. I don't like that the outline of the filter is so pronounced. But I don't know if people don't like it. I don't have a whole lot of control in iMovie to change the colors of the focus or what all the other things you could change. This next picture, you can see the cacti, the saguaros. You can see somebody's flag. These people rolled in with their really nice Class A, and they put up a flag. And they took it down when it got windy. It got really windy, so as soon as they got it, they put it up, and then like the next day they had to take it down. But there it is again. You can't really see it. It's not windy here at all. So what do you think of those lines? They look like the lines that you learn how to write your alphabet on when you're little. Those bottom 3 lines. You remember when you were learning how to write and print, spelling and cursive? You remember that? I remember that. I remember really wanting to learn how to write handwriting. I couldn't wait to learn how to do that. I thought that was so cool how adults could write and all the letters connected. I did not realize that the letters weren't all connected. I didn't know they were like words. I thought they were just one big long squiggle until I learned, and then I was like, oh, they're not one big long squiggle. It is weird that you could write a word and it's just a big long squiggle with a couple dots. But I just thought that was so cool. I still like to write. It's pretty. It's like calligraphy. I don't like printing as much. I know a lot of people love printing. Here comes the next picture, if you're watching. I think it's the video. You can hardly tell it's a video because it's so slow. It looks like the picture is zooming in. Alright, it's just a really slow video of these really interesting looking clouds. They're all going towards the sun. Oh, I hope it doesn't sound different now. I moved. Yeah, there it is. I wish there wasn't there's a thing that says recording. I can't really see what it says underneath it. And I need to for this video. Shocking in heaven, something 29 minutes, it talks to God on the throne. God is love. So this guy, I was watching this guy who was kind of going through a bunch of news stories. And he showed that story video from like June or something. This guy tells about his near-death experience. And it's on Thug Life. I can't see it. Maybe it's not even on there yet. Thug something. But it's a YouTube channel. Here, I can read it now. Shocking in heaven for 20 minutes after death, sees and talks to God on the throne. God is love. I should take a picture of what it looks like that I can't see. Thug Exposed, that's what the channel's called. It just takes up the bottom of the screen, not the whole like bottom half, but like a chunk of the bottom of the screen, so I can't see what I'm trying to narrate. And it's the meter for the recording, so it's like, I'm trying to record a voiceover, and you're preventing me from seeing part of what I'm trying to voice over. But we got it all. We got Thug Exposed, we got the viewers, thumbs up and thumbs down. I watched this because I've been looking at this stuff called the Reincarnation Matrix, Soul Matrix, and it says that like all these near-death experiences talk about kind of being controlled, and you should just say no. I don't want to come back. I don't want any part of your system. No, I don't want to see my life and judging and all this stuff. No, I'm sovereign. So I like to prepare for death, whenever it comes, to see what happens. Go into the clear light, they say. Clear light, not the white light. Let's talk about my cat. I took that picture a while ago. A long while ago, like months ago. It's so cute, his tongue hanging out. He's sleeping, if you're watching. I mean, if you're not watching, he's sleeping, and his head's like upside down. His body's laying sideways, like horizontal, with his head in the middle of the shot. Upside down, his tongue hanging out of his mouth. And his paws up like he's begging for food. It's so cute. It's one of the cutest pictures I have. He doesn't sleep like that a lot that I ever see, but that day he had his tongue hanging out. So cute. Cats are so cute. I mentioned in another video that he's my fourth cat. I had a cat when I was young. I was allergic. I had really bad allergies when I was young until I started taking care of myself after I moved out of my parents' house, and I realized that I shouldn't be eating what they were giving me. So anyway, I changed all that. But anyway, I was more allergic to the grasses that he was rolling around in. Anyway, I gave that cat to a friend in exchange for a guitar, and I gave him $20 too for the guitar. And then the next cat I had to give away because my daughter was allergic. And the cat after that wasn't really my cat, but it was offered to me. But the cat was an outdoor cat, and I would have had to bring it across the country and make it an indoor cat. And it was like kind of feralish. It wasn't feral, but I just didn't think it was going to be good for the cat. But it really made me want a cat because I spent 2 months like taking care of the cat as if it were my own. And then I found this guy. Then several months later on Nextdoor.com. It said that the person said that her autistic son would like hold the cat during meltdowns, and that kind of sold me because like I'm autistic as well, and I don't have meltdowns, but like I just thought it would be good to have a cat. I take my pet responsibility pretty seriously, so I didn't want to like get a pet and then not be able to properly take care of it. Cats are super easy to take care of. So I thought they were like dogs, but that's the first thing you learn, cats are not dogs. So now I wish I had 1,000,000 cats, but I'll just have my one cat. Be happy with that. I played with a cat today who came up to me and he did the same thing that my cat does, just kind of rolls over on his back. Like, all right, I see your belly. That's that's like the biggest tree there where I used to live. I lived there for 4 years. Oh, I don't like to live in the same spot. It got boring. I'm so glad I don't have to walk around that neighborhood anymore. It's so boring. But I really did enjoy walking around that neighborhood for the years that I was there. Let me see what's coming up next. Oh yeah, it's just me standing in the shadow of me. Standing there recycling in 2018. I don't know. That was the only thing I could find to make this 14 minutes. So, not much more to say about the tree. We're winding down now. You might be asleep or who knows what you're doing. Maybe you're watching this thing and you're captivated by my every word, and now you're going to go back and look at every video I made from beginning to end. Well, that's coming up. There's going to be like one of those pop-up screens, not pop-up, but screen end screens which says, you click here to subscribe. It doesn't say that, it's just my picture. It's a circle, and then it's going to be a video, whatever they choose, I'll let them choose, and then also a playlist of all my recordings from beginning to end, which I'm sure you're going to go ahead and do as soon as you're done watching this. But probably you're not even going to finish this video. I don't think people are watching these things to the end. Here, we move around again. Ugh. What am I next to? Where am I? I don't remember that plant being there. I mean, that looks like me. What am I holding? Why does it look like I have a stub of my arm? Probably because I'm holding the camera. Looks like I have no arm. Okay, so that's, yeah, I know. I think I know where I am. Just throw me off a little bit, because that's not what I remember. I just don't remember that plant being there. Oh. And why are the recycling, why aren't they on the street? Why are they on the pavement? That's just a weird picture altogether. From a time gone by. 2018. Such a simpler time. I think it is time, speaking of time. It's time to say goodnight. Part for the evening. It's probably around 11:30 where I am right now. So, I will wish you pleasant dreams and a restful sleep. And what's the last thing I like to say at the end of these? I don't know. I'll talk to you tomorrow, probably. And I guess I'll just say goodbye at the end of this. So, well, bye. We'll fade to black.